Howdy, howdy, it's Crafty Grinding back again with a arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I'm going to do a quick round 2 results video for the Agent Venom and Dormammu arenas, which passed a few days ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at the round 2 results. First of all, the top 800 for the 4-star feature came in right around 8 million for Agent Venom, with the top 10% at 4.1 million. The top 10% for the 4-star basic, which got you Dormammu, came in as an expected, a little bit lower than the first round cutoff at 4.59 million, with 11 to 25% tier coming in at 1.67 million. And lastly, for the 3-star feature, Agent Venom, to get him in the top 10%, you had to go to 701,000, and with the 11 to 25% coming in at 420,000. So how did these results actually compare to the trend line predictions? Well, you can see for the 4-star feature, it came in a little bit higher than expected. We knew there would be a bump, or I should say the trend showed that there should be a likely bump, but the bump went a little bit higher than expected, and the top 10% came in right around where it was expected at 4 million. As for Dormammu, the prediction, we weren't really quite sure what to see based off of the trend line because we're still kind of figuring out the 4-star basic. So it was kind of flat given the last flat that we saw for Hood. So with this one, the prediction came in at a flat line of 5.2, which wasn't drastically off, only 600,000 off, with the number coming in at 4.59, basically 4.6 million, with 11 to 25% coming in at 1.6 million for the prediction, which again, that was pretty spot on there. And again, for the top 10% 3-star, that was expected to bump up, and it almost came exactly on at 700,000 was the top line, or should I say trend line prediction, with the actual coming at 701. So it's hard to get more precise than that. And the 11 to 25% coming in at 425. Now the bad news is that when you take a look at the 4-star and 3-star feature, while they were pretty much online, the results, they were just a little bit below the predictions. And when you're low, even if you're like a number away, low means you don't get the champion. So in the case of the 4-star feature, it's pretty much a meh. I mean, yeah, we were right there. The trend line was right there, but you didn't get the champion if you went only to the trend line. And so that means it wasn't 100% correct. Now, in case of Dormammu, even though it was slightly above, that's still a good prediction because it kept you getting the champion. In the case, same thing with Agent Venom for 3-star feature. If you went just to 700,000, you didn't get him because it was 7,001, or I should say 701,000. So the good news is, though, as I always say, these are just the trend line predictions. That's why I give that grind target. If you played the grind target across all 3 of these arenas, the great news is you got the champion you're after. So what does this all mean kind of moving forward as we think about future arenas? The 4-star feature arena with an old champ continues to have that second round cutoff bump 13 times in a row. Basically, every 4-star feature arena that we've had so far, when there's an old champ, the second round is always bigger. It's just really how much bigger, really. Is it 10%, 15%, or only 5% kind of stuff? Now that we have a first round, I'm looking at the 4-star basic. Now that we have a first round 5 million cutoff again, and this is the first time since we had the account ban a month or so ago. This is the first time now that we have somebody going over 5 million. Remember, before the account ban, there was quite a few that were going above 5 million. Now this is the first time that we have a 5 million again. Guess what reappeared? That second round dip trend. So we saw the same thing before the account ban. When anybody went above 5 million, the next round always went lower. And again, we saw that with the Dormammu second round arena. Now, when we look at Agent Venom, similar from a 3-star to 4-star, guess what? Every time for the 3-star feature, when you got an old champ, it goes higher in the second round than the first round. Very similar to the 4-star. 13 times in a row, it hasn't failed yet. That trend is like rock solid. So what does this all mean? Kind of thinking about future arenas. Go after the old feature champ in the first round if you only need one. If you don't want to dupe them twice, if you already have them, whatever, and you only want to dupe them once, the best time to go for an old feature champ is in the first round. That's when you're going to have a lower cutoff. Unless you just like grinding and go in the second round. And then, of course, the high interest 4-star basic champ like Dormammu was, and Hood kind of for the most part, the best time to go after them is in round 2. An example of some upcoming arenas to keep this in mind will be Archangel and Iceman, and specifically Archangel. I think that's a week or so away. If you want to get him for a lower amount of grinding, think about the second round. So anyway, these are my thoughts, I should say. These are my thoughts on the second round. These are the second round results, how they compared against the trend line predictions, and like I was saying, how to think about the what we seeing going forward kind of stuff. We'd love to hear your thoughts, any questions related to any of this stuff in the comment section. We can talk about it there, of course. And if you like this video, really appreciating hitting that thumbs up button. If you like this and other videos that I have in the channel, we really appreciate a subscribe. Other than that, thanks a lot for stopping by and have a great day.